Hey, prepare yourself, guys. Welcome to another episode of Talking Through the Media, is your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and joining me, as always, the one and only, the lovely Joy Fagan. Hey, babe. We are going to go over some of the week's topics, as we always do on this channel. We're going to talk about some news with Blake Lively, some more updates on that. There's some movements happening with the upcoming Odyssey film that has caused some disruption with the upcoming Spider-Man film. We're going to discuss that. Plus, we're going to run down some of our watch movies and TV shows of the week, some of the things that we've seen. And if you guys have, before I forget, if you guys have any suggestions, anything that you want to put on our radar on the comment section, just let us know the past, present, or upcoming TV shows and movies that you want to put on our radar, and let us know what you want us to watch and review. Give us those recommendations as you go through the topics in the comment section there. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you won't miss an episode of Talking to the Medias here at T3 Media Studios. Support the show through Super Chat. You can send us your questions, comments, concerns. I did this all at the last second, so I don't expect too many people to be aware because I didn't do my typical alerts. But if you're watching this after we're live, send a question and just donate. You can also donate through our streamlabs.com/ I think it's T3 Media /tips. You can always send a question there. It's if you want to support the channel, not mandatory, but if you want to, if you like it, we love it and we appreciate it. Like I always say, you can also listen to Talking Through the Medias on our podcast. We are a podcast, and you can choose any of your favorite podcast platforms of choice. We are on all of them. We are streaming live on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Kick, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. So with all that out of the way, let's get started right now, babe. What's the first topic of the day?
Why is that trending?
All right. For why is that trending? I believe the first topic for why is that trending, we have some headlines that we're going to discuss. We're going to talk about, I think, Spider-Man 4. Yeah, so guys, there's some news with Spider-Man 4, and I'll pull up the article real quick. So it turns out the headline that I saw, it said that Spider-Man 4 decided to flinch and move their release date out there, whatever their release date was. Christopher Nolan was like, I'm going to jump on that, and I'm going to release my upcoming the Odyssey movie that he's doing on the same day. Just like, so people were thinking, is this going to be another like Barbenheimer situation with Spider-Man 4? And I was like, the Odyssey and Spider-Man, what did I say? There's the Spidacy. That's what I said. The Spidacy. That's what I would have called it. But Marvel was like, look that. They flinched. They said no. So 2 weeks away from wherever the Odyssey is coming out on, whatever that date was, they moved. They flinched. They don't want to risk and I heard that Tom Holland is cast in this movie. There was a lot of big names in it. Matt Damon is the star of it. In the Odyssey? Did you see the Odyssey movie, the one that from back in the day? Mm-mm. I remember it. I don't remember watching it from beginning to end. I think there was like an original one from like the 50s or something like that, right? And then I think they did it again later on. But this is Christopher Nolan, and I mean, come on, he made $1 billion and Oscar out of Oppenheimer with Barbie crushing it right next to it. So, but again, this is Spider-Man. So why would they flinch? Why would they move?
Spider-Man really had anything to be worried about.
I don't either. I don't think they had anything to worry about. If anything, this could have, for me, could have been another Barbenheimer. I would have definitely double featured that. But for whatever reason, I'm wondering if this was a Sony decision to move. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, it could have been, but I don't see the reason why they would have needed to move the date. It really
makes no sense at all, not in my opinion. So I have the article pulled up. Let me see if I can find it real fast. Here we go. Got another window open. Let's go full mass here. Where is it? Right there. There we go. There we are on the side here. You guys watching on the vertical platforms on like TikTok, for example, you guys won't be able to see the article that we're about to read off of, but I have it up. Trust me, it's there. But if you're watching us on the tube or on Twitch, you can see it. You want to read along. Here we go. Spider-Man 4 changes the release date. Let's see. Let's go down here. Tom Holland returns to the Marvel Cinematic Universe has gotten slightly delayed as a Spider-Man 4 release date has been revealed by Sony Pictures. Ever since the No Way Home ending, it's been a long wait for fans over the world to see the continuation of Peter Parker in the MCU timeline. As Spider-Man 4 is officially in development, details about what is going on with Holland's highly anticipated sequel has been limited. While Spider-Man 4 will start principal photography later in 2025, the Sony Pictures / Marvel Studios production film has been slightly delayed. It has been moved from July 24th to July 31st. That's not 2 weeks. What is it? I thought they said something about that's 7 days. What are they talking about there? I thought they were talking about 2 weeks. Did they mean it was supposed to come out in June? And then, that's still not 2 weeks. It's a month. So, I don't know. July 24th. That's. I guess it's like that's a week. That's just a week. That's just a week. It's just 1 week.
I really don't understand
I don't know. Maybe the original. I don't know. But that's something I'm gonna have to look into. Destin Daniels Cretton is set to direct the 4th installment of the MCU sub franchise, with Holland currently the only confirmed cast member for the Phase 6 film. What the new Spider-Man 4 release date means for Tom Holland's sequel. 2026 has been eyed to be a huge year for Holland, as he is not only returning for the MCU for Spider-Man 4, but also starring in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, which is currently in production. As The Odyssey is scheduled for July 17, 2026, Spider-Man 4 was poised to set up Holland's own Barbenheimer, with the British star being in 2 major summer blockbuster films in the same month. With Spider-Man 4's new release date, there is now a bit of breathing room for Holland's starring film. And I'm wondering if it's because, unlike Barbie and an Oppenheimer, I don't believe anybody that was in Oppenheimer was in Barbie, not in a significant way, not any way at all. I don't think so. And I wonder if that is the reason why they decided to make that jump. I think it would have been cool. Like, imagine if Margot Robbie was also in
a week later, so people can still watch them both at
the same time. So. Yeah, but it was a huge thing about watching them back to back, then them both being on their first week. So that was on the same release week going at, and it didn't hurt either one of them. They both made $1 billion, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just weird. I don't understand. I would think having Tom Holland in both movies, as much as everybody is now, Christopher Nolan is in that situation where he's like James Cameron. You just don't doubt Nolan. Whatever he's going to do is probably going to crush. I still don't see it crushing to the point where it would hurt Spider-Man 2. That movie almost made $2 billion. If it wasn't for not being released in China, and I'm standing by that forever, it would have made $2 billion. They need to re-release that movie. It would have made $2 billion. Say something in the chat. Would that movie have made $2 billion? I ain't crazy. But other than that, let us know what you guys think. What do you think about this whole situation with the move from, it says 2 weeks, but I'm seeing just a week move for that buffer at 2 weeks. If they're afraid of cannibalization of the audience, 2 weeks is actually what you actually do want. But a week ain't going to make or break anything. Let us know what you guys think. I have a poll set up in the chat. It says something like, who benefits from a Spidacy double feature? Is it Spider-Man 4? Is it the Odyssey? Or is it both? Let me know in the chat and vote on that. That's on the tube version of it. I don't have a poll set up anywhere else, but let us know your thoughts. And as I always say, guys, let's keep talking. Moving on. What's the next topic coming up, babe?
The Jenny Slate.
Okay, so Jenny Slate. was also, I think, one of the co-stars in This Ends With, what was that movie called? It Ends With Us. And everybody's all up in arms of the Blake Lively drama. I'm going to say it right now. She is the only movies and TV shows, unless she's already penciled in already, and the ink is already dried, it's too late to back out now. But in the future, I'm predicting that every movie or TV show that she stars in, the credits will say Ryan Reynolds, executive producer. I'm sorry. I just feel like that's the situation that's going on, because this has been a shit show.
Got some more bad press, if you will. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, when the SNL had their.
Oh yeah. Tell them about that real quick.
They were doing a pretend question and answer from the audience, which is all celebrities.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds stood up, he's there with Blake Lively in the audience. Mm-hmm. And they were like, "Hey, got a question for us." And it was Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, I believe, who were
yeah.
And they were like, "How's it going?" And he goes,
what have you heard throwing jabs at trying to get ahead of it? And I heard that was
nothing. You know, they were trying to make like, "Oh, nothing." Fine.
And I heard that it was because he was worried that they were going to make a big deal about their situation, because he used to date Scarlett Johansson, who is currently married to the news, the guy who does the Weekly and Update. What's his name? Colin Jost, who is poised to become the next guy in charge when the guy who's in charge right now retires.
The comments continued with jabs, because Scarlett Johansson even had a bit in the special where she sang kind of like a Little Shop of Horrors,
I remember,
type of thing. And people were like, "Oh, poor Blake Lively's in the audience, like, how come they get to do it?" Because she gets to sing.
Oh, they were thinking that she was sad about that. Well,
they were like, "Oh, because Scarlett Johansson can really sing," and or whatever. I was like, I don't really know all the beef with that, but there was lots of comments about that as well.
It was basically about them getting ahead of it before Scarlett Johansson convinced Colin Jost to really go hard on him. So, but in the current news right now, what's going on with this situation with, what is her name, Jenny Slate? Mm-hmm. I believe was also on SNL as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think she used to be on this. It was very short lived. So Jenny Slate I don't know much about it. I've just found out about it. There was another. She's suing one of the executive producers, saying that. So what I've heard on TikTok is that it might be a ridiculous lawsuit, because her main complaint, it makes it sound like her main complaint is that the executive producer who she's suing was too concerned about her well-being as a mother, or made her feel weird about his concern for it's just like if it depends on who's telling the story. If you're already against Blake Lively and all that, you're going to tell the story one. It's like she's suing because this executive producer was being too nice. But if you probably from her perspective, it came off creepy. I don't know. I'm about to pull up the article right now and see exactly what happened. So let me go to Rolling Stone. This is coming in from Rolling Stones. Let me see if I can pull it. Yeah, I got it up right now. From the Rolling Stones, the headline: Jenny Slate filed it. Jenny Slate files "It Ends With Us" complaint over producer's comments about motherhood. Now, you read it like that. Now, that's why I chose Rolling Stones, because I didn't want an article because you go on TikTok, it's going to be one-sided. And I wanted something that felt a little bit more balanced. So I wanted to, let me just go here. Let's read it ourselves and see how it sounds. Let's see. Jenny Slate filed a complaint against Justin Baldoni's production partner, Jamie Heath, after he allegedly made several comments about motherhood that left the actress feeling uncomfortable. The details were revealed in a news story from the Hollywood Reporter that questioned whether the dispute that's erupted between It Ends With Us co-star Baldoni and Blake Lively could have partly linked to misunderstandings over cultural and religious norms. Both Baldoni and Heath are members of the Baha'i faith, as is Steve Sarowitz, the billionaire businessman who invested in their production company, Wayfair Studios, a key tenet of Baha'i, if I'm saying that right, is universal peace, which leads to a deep spiritual and emotional connection to issues like equality and justice. Baldoni, in particular, has never shied from expressing his faith in public, and he reportedly leaned on it to guide his behavior and decisions making on set. I've never worked with a male director who was so worried about everyone's emotional and mental well-being, one source said of Baldoni. To that end, the Hollywood Reporter article persists that some of the actions lively dinged Baldoni for her lawsuit. Constant hugging, oversharing could be chalked up to misunderstanding tied to his faith. Same with the allegations incident between Slate and Heath, which hasn't been reported on yet and has only been referenced in court documents, but with Slate's name redacted. An amendment complaint Lively lawyers filed earlier this week mentioned the two other actresses feeling uncomfortable in this with a set. The incident allegedly occurred after Slate, who has a toddler, expressed her displeasures with the apartment she rented in New York City while filming It Ends With Us. But the actress was reluctant to move because she'd lose a hefty security deposit around $15,000. Heath allegedly told Slate that Wayfair would reimburse her for the security deposit loss, but didn't so in a language that unnerved Slate, with sources saying he focused so intensely on the sanctity of motherhood and Slate's role as a mother. The comments reportedly made Slate feel so uncomfortable she filed a complaint. So, and that's kind of what people are on TikTok are saying, like, so I don't know, maybe the way he said it, like, because you're a mother,
he didn't say words to her like in his voice. They're saying that it was something in a doc, either an email or.
I'll pull it up. Where we at? $15,000. Where'd you see that at? Did I go too far?
No, go back up.
But while you can scroll if you want to keep right there and just scroll up or down right there. But I mean, if you TikTok, what is it called, blind item reporters are all up in arms over it because they're making the narrative is like he gave you exactly what you asked for and what you needed, and you're saying you just didn't like the way he said it. I mean because he but okay, devil's advocate, but I mean maybe it was the way he was saying it as far as only focus. I just told you the situation. I didn't need you to make a whole speech about motherhood and all that stuff. What does that have to do with it? I mean, but if she brought it up, if she said, I mean, according to this, it says the incident allegedly occurred after Slate, who has a toddler. I mean, they're just reporting the fact. That's just the fact. But unless she expressed her displeasure with the apartment she'd rented in New York City while filming. But the actress was reluctant to move because she'd lose a hefty deposit. So if she didn't bring up, I'm a new mother and all that stuff, and I could kind of see her going, why do you keep making these standing on this soapbox talking about motherhood and stuff and like that? Like, dude, if just know the situation, and if you're gonna help me give me a reimburse, that's fine.
To know more. That doesn't really tell me anything.
Exactly. So it's like people
expressed her displeasure with the apartment by saying what? I need to know the context. She said, I hate this apartment because I have a kid and it's unsafe for my kid. It's not what I thought. I can't be here. Mm-hmm. And that would make you say that? Or did she just say, I just don't like it? Whatever. I mean, because obviously if she said, I don't like my apartment and referenced her kid,
Mm-hmm.
it being, you know, an issue with like my child, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like my apartment,
Right.
then it wouldn't, to me, seem weird for this person, this producer or whatever, to say, "Oh my goodness, I would never want."
Which might be tied into their faith, because I mean,
if your child,
maybe
if
it
you
comes
don't
off
feel safe
clean
because
or
your
cringy.
child or whatever, I would never want that. Of course, we'll
Right.
help you, but if
Like,
you're
why? But
saying,
she's all like, "Why you keep harping on my kid, dude?" Or
but if
something.
she just said, "Man, this apartment isn't what I thought, and I really would like to move," and
And then
never
he just,
mentions
and
her
then he
kid,
brought,
just
and then
goes, "Oh my gosh, if you're
and
a
you
mom," and you're going, "Why?"
Mothers need to be protected. Like, if you just started
You're
off
just
on a
going
speech like that,
what does that have to do with being a mom?
Exactly.
I just hate the apartment. I didn't say anything about my kid.
But if she, let's say when she made the request, maybe she said, because of I want to move because of what, maybe it's the distance, maybe I don't know, whatever the reason is, but I have a new kid. It's going to be hard, and the fact that I'm going to lose my deposit, and if she, I guess I like you said, I need a witness who tells me who brought it up first.
What's the context?
Who brought up her being a mother? I mean, first. I'm like, if she brought it up, then why wouldn't he be like, I love my mother. I'm a mom, but like I would do anything for my mother. So because that's, and it's hard, you know, I will do what I can to help you out with that. And then later she's all like, why you keep bringing up the fact that I'm a mom? Like, I'll be like, you brought it up first. That's what I would have said. So I don't know. I gotta, like you said, I gotta get more context. But it's funny how it's like every little thing that's going on right now. It's like I said, Hollywood. They why does the internet want this to be the next? Are we that desperate and thirsty for another Johnny Depp?
They are.
John Amber Heard situation. This is nowhere, in my opinion, near that. We're not gonna. From what I heard, they retracted their lawsuits and stuff like that. We're never gonna go anywhere near all that stuff. It's Baldoni got way ahead of it too fast, and she's losing support from allegedly from a lot, like even what's her name, Swift is like, I'm out.
I like Ryan Reynolds, but I've never followed
Blake
her.
Lively.
I've only just known she's married to Ryan Reynolds. I've never really
that she's only married to
Ryan Reynolds. Right. I was never like, oh my gosh, I love her so much. I watch all of her stuff. There
was one Blake Lively film that I believe that, what's her name from what's the Trolls cartoon she voiced in Pitch Perfect? What's her name? Kendricks. Anna Kendricks was, I think they were then together. I was kind of interested in seeing that, but I can't. I don't know too many Blake Lively movies. So I mean, I don't know. This is another. So like, again, it's another drop in the bucket of the drama that they want to create in the desperate attempt to make this the next Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation. Let us know what you guys think about that situation. Are you on the side of anything that's negative about Blake Lively? I'm all for it. Like, or are you going to be like, you know what? This one might be weird. Maybe he did come off creepy when he brought up, you know, for all we know, he wasn't looking in her eyes like as a mother, you know. She's like, my eyes are up here, dude. Because she also brought up a situation. Blake Lively also brought up a situation where, like, I guess she was nursing and stuff like that. So her being a mother was brought up as well with Baldoni. The dressing room not dressing room. The what are those things called? The trailer situation. And stuff when I had my baby with me. So it could all be tied on. Maybe there's some sketchy stuff with nursing or something that's going on. I don't know. But people are saying a lot of things. I don't know. But let us know what you guys think. Let's keep talking. And before we get into the rundown, I'll remind you guys, I want to put some things on our radar, something I want to talk about, like things that you guys recommend, any TV shows, movies that you've seen, past, present, or upcoming that you want to put on our radar. And maybe we'll discuss it on the next episode, or something that we haven't. It could be something out there that you like, that you recommend all the time that we haven't seen. Put it on our radar, and maybe we'll do a review on it. But let's do a quick rundown on some reviews of things that we have. Let me ask you this. Is there anything that you want to put on our radar? Is there anything that's coming up that you've seen, like little clips about or little videos about, that you're like, oh, I might want to check that out? Is there anything that you? I know there's some things on like Apple TV that I think I want to watch, but
I mean, there's some stuff that I would probably want to watch that I doubt you
I don't want to watch any more hospital shows. I don't want to watch
I
it.
want to watch. I don't remember the name of it right now.
The new Blake Lively movie?
No, no. The Reese Witherspoon, Will Ferrell.
I want to see that. They booked the venue together or something like that. Yeah. I want to see that.
I want to see it for the comedian lady that I follow her. She is.
Yeah, I mean, you had me at Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell.
And then I'm interested in watching that new Tubi comedy with Lauren
the blaxploitation app.
With Lauren Graham and a bunch of the people from Superstore. It looks like it could be funny.
Yeah, okay.
And that's if you guys out there have good comedy stuff
to recommend,
because I'm a comedy.
Drop
girl.
that beat. Okay, so all right, we'll be doing some reactions to some bad Tubi content in the future too. Maybe not the one that she's talking about, but that's just the crazy crap we've been seeing. I actually want to do some reactions to those things. Tubi is crazy. I gotta react to that stuff.
Some of the ones we've seen, the clips
are ridiculous. Wow. But don't forget, guys, let's put things on our radar that we haven't seen that you guys have seen or that you're interested, because we love to do these reviews, and maybe we'll bring them up next week. But we're gonna get out of here, guys. That's the show. We appreciate you guys. Let me go full mass here. Right? Appreciate you guys watching us talk about these topics here and going over them with you. Sorry it was last minute pop-up thing, so like I said, I didn't expect anybody to watch us live. But if you do catch us after we've streamed live and you have anything to say about the topics that we've discussed, hit us up on the chat and let us know what you guys think at all time. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Support the show through Patreon, through super chats and things like that. Check out the podcast. The link's in the description. Until next time, guys. For me and Joy. Oh, you can follow me on all of my socials at Chris W. Fagan or at T3 Media Studios. And Joy, if they want to follow you, where can they find you online?
My TikTok's Viola Fagan and my Instagram Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
I gotta fix that lower third. I'll fix it. I'll get that back up. And guys, until next time, guys, have a good one. Peace. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a patron. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.